NITA, okay.
What kind of work you do here?
Retired.
Sorry? Retired.
Retired.
What did you used to do when you were retired?
Well, I used to work for a politician, and that my last job was working for him.
How long you been retired now?
Oh boy, about 15 now.
15 years?
15 years now.
Do you have a husband or children you live with?
I'm a widow.
Okay. So who's staying with you at your home? Just you?
Well, I have my nephew.
Your nephew?
In and out.
In and out, okay. do you go to church?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you're not at church going every
No,
Sunday?
I visit different churches. I visit Abyssinia Baptist, and so many I can't even mention.
Okay. We actually tonight we have met a few ladies about your age, and they did not have a home. And actually, we spoke to one of them, and she was here. She said for a few days, but it was clear that she didn't have a place to go, and she was embarrassed about that. How do you feel about homelessness in the city?
I think it's awful. How can you feel about it? No one should like it.
When you see a homeless person, what do you do? How do you feel? What's your first reaction?
Could be me. That's one of the thoughts that run across my mind.
Do you still think it could be you right now?
Sure, of course, even more so now than ever.
Why? Why is that?
Well, I'm a widow and I have certain things, but that doesn't mean anything. I could lose that too, become homeless.
I'm sure you got children, you got nephews and family.
Don't be sure about it. I don't.
So if you lose your home today, you feel like you may be homeless, no place to go to.
Most likely.
Really?
Yeah. If I couldn't get into a low-rate senior citizen home or something like that, I don't think about it that much, to tell you the truth. But now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think of too many places to go. Can you suggest a place?
Oh, no, I don't know. Actually, we're trying to find answers. We're trying to ask people around.
Okay, you can ask and you can still know places. But anyway, you're just trying to get an opinion.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand why there are so many homeless, especially, this age, because I think you must have grandchildren and children who probably have jobs and working in places to stay. I would have never want my grandmother or my mother to be out on the street and I have a place to stay. Okay. That's always my concern.
I see. But that's you. Everybody's different.
That's true.
Sometimes children leave home, leave the nest, and many of them get involved in their own life. And sometimes senior citizens are too proud to have to depend upon the children. That's a lot, yeah. Believe it or not, there's some people that have been very proud, worked hard, got so many things in life that they wanted, and raised the children too. And they always felt like the lead of the pack, in a sense, the parents.
So you would choose the streets. You would choose the streets over asking a children.
Someone, and most of those you see out there are under those circumstances.
What about you personally? If you lose your house today, would you choose the streets over?
I would, of course not. I would not choose the streets, but if I had no choice, what could I do? But
how would you go about surviving in the streets? How would you just think about what would you do? Where would you go? Is it the train? Is it the church? Where would you go? Is there any place in your head you think of that a place you could actually sleep at night?
When you stop and think about it, the stars are not too bad on the benches. People are constantly going, policemen all around the world, although they do, not so much harassing, but all right, okay, if you want to put it that way. Harassing is a little harsh, but asking them to move.
Right.
Okay, that's some of them it has to be. They stink. I've seen something that I don't even want to say it on. I don't even want to say it in out public, but certain things that happen to women, and I so embarrassed, came into the train, all the back of a dress, every place dripping down, that type of thing. And at that, I don't. Sometimes they're just drunk, and
drugs
and drunkards. I don't know. Now you're making me get very It's
So-
crossed there.
Sorry.
But in answer to your question, that's it. If I had to, I couldn't think of any other place unless you go to the government and get those houses that I never dealt with them. You know what I mean. And many times they leave those. They're nice and beautiful and they leave them. They prefer to be on the street, the way I've heard and read in papers. So that's my thing on that. I don't have too much more to say. It's the only place. What would you? Let me ask you. What would you?
I don't think I would survive. I don't think I would make it out there.
You know, people can put almost put yourself in other people's places. And one of the reasons that you ask me, and I give my opinion, and I often wonder what the viewer or reviewer or whatever, what their opinion is.
To be honest with you, personally, I don't think I would make it.
Really?
I wouldn't last a week out here.
You wouldn't?
No, I don't think I would.
You're not very strong, you know. Behind
not.
what you had, most
not.
people are pretty strong.
Maybe I'm not.
You're young yet, I
Maybe
see.
that's
You
what-
have lived through the hard time. So
I mean,
it may
I've
not
had-
be,
yeah,
no, don't
I've had
say you
some
have, because you
difficult
can't,
times.
difficult times.
But not
like we
right.
had, okay.
Right.
So you may not be able to survive it, as you say. We're spoiled. A
That's
lot of
why
us are
I'll
spoiled.
slave at it. I'll do a job I don't like just to be able to keep a shelter. As opposed to, I'll do anything I don't like just to be able to get enough money to pay
I
for a place to
understand.
stay.
Nothing is too low to get it, do
Right.
it honest.
But I would not be able to survive out here. I don't think I would.
Well, one never knows until they try.
That's true.
It happens.
And I
You
would
know what I
never try
mean? Well, no, you. Of course not. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Some people do get out and pretend to get the feel of what it's like. You know that on the streets they pretend to be bums and this and that and live their life. Many books and stories have been written about this. To get the background, the real feel of it.
Right.
Although it's not there.
It's not the actual thing.
That's right. So young man, I thank you very much.
Thank
you. Thank you, Nita.